54-13. Next up for the Jets, a home date with Cincinnati.
Ira in Staten Island is going to bat leadoff here on the Jets' fifth quarter show. Ira, how are you?
Listen, I'm numb to this after today. There's no excuse for this. I hate to keep on beating them up on this. Regroup, and, you got a lot more games to play, and hopefully they can put it behind them.
You know what? I don't think you can't say it any other way. You can go out there and say, oh, the Jets are going to get killed next week. Why show up? But that's not what the game is. You're going to show up, and you're going to play the best that you can. Today, they played the worst that they could play.
Zach Wilson injured his right knee in the first half and has been ruled out. Out comes Mike White.
Lobs it back left corner of the end zone. Corey Davis climbs the ladder, makes the catch for a Jet touchdown.
This second half is all about the character of this team, what you're trying to build. It's all about the effort.
Robert, you've been an upbeat guy since we've gotten to know you, and you're not a screamer at these guys and stuff, but does this team need a kick in the ass? Do you need to kind of be a screamer right now?
In this league, and I refuse to believe otherwise, these men play their tails off. They go to work and they have a lot of pride.
I want to just continue to show them that, it was all worth it.
There's a lot of pride in the locker room. There's a lot of pride throughout the NFL in terms of they're putting on tape and they're showing out and they're trying to play for one another and their teammates, their family. There's a lot of whys for why people show up.
It really puts in perspective what your priorities are. I come home to this little gift and it's like you never really can have a bad day. She's just there to be loved on. So that's a nice little treasure that I have just with having her.
I know we got great character guys. I know they were playing their butts off. Just every once in a while you get your teeth knocked in.
The one thing that you notice, there is no lack of effort.
And the Jets with the first career touchdown by Elijah Moore.
If you need somebody, and it's just my opinion, to be in your butt, yelling at you to get going, playing a child's game at a King's Ransom, then you don't deserve to wear the logo, period.
Final score aside, the Jets landed a heavy blow in New England. Rookie quarterback Zach Wilson will miss time with a knee injury.
Highly touted rookie quarterback. The initial exam revealed a PCL injury, believed to be a PCL strain, which would mean he's likely to miss time, but potentially not a major injury. Now, he's going to have an MRI today to determine the severity and just to make sure that it is just a sprain, not a tear.
The show must go on. And for now, backup quarterback Mike White will take center stage.
So as any backup quarterback will tell you, you have to prepare as if you're the starter, because we've seen crazier things happen in this league. To the blink of an eye, the fourth guy could be the guy. So you gotta prepare as that. And then with a rookie quarterback, you gotta be there to help him, offer some advice, and be there to be a sounding board from him. And if you don't know, you need to find out from someone who's been there. So I'd like to, whenever Zach asks me any question, I like to call on my experiences with Dak and being around Joe last year and guys that have gone through it and have told me some advice, and try to help Zach that way, because I haven't played in many games, but I've been around guys that have. So I try to tell him what I've learned from them.
After being drafted by the Cowboys in 2018, White has been waived 5 times. This year, he's earned a role in New York as Zach Wilson's backup. For the first time in his career, he'll start on Sunday.
This receivers group is one of the tighter receiver groups I've ever been around. As far as, someone drops the ball, they're all getting on each other, healthy competition type thing. So I think that's just the biggest thing is getting close-knit and knowing and holding each other to that standard that the coaches are creating for us.
Yeah, I don't know. I have this feeling that Mike White's going to play well in this game. I don't know why. I just have this weird feeling. Let me see if that spread went up.
I would say he did okay for himself.
Maybe Mike White could play. Maybe, he wasn't terrible. He went down the field, threw a touchdown pass. right away? Who the hell knows?
Gang Green will face one of their toughest tasks of the season on Sunday. The 5-2 Bengals are coming to town. For a young defense, winning will hinge on containing Rookie of the Year frontrunner Ja'Marr Chase.
But the Bengals right now, 5-2, first place in that division. Who would have thought they'd be in first place in that division ever this season?
Going deep, Ja'Marr Chase. He's got it. Chase to the end zone. That's a Bengal touchdown.
He's having a phenomenal season. He may be on track to be the NFL's Offensive Rookie of the Year.
Caught by Chase. Oh my goodness, what a grab. Oh, there he goes. He had him in a blunder and he's off to the races. This will be 6. What a play!
Ja'Marr Chase is just absolute special player. And you're right, he doesn't even know how great he is.
The question becomes, will a young secondary answer the call?
Hey, man.
What up, Dave?
How was your day today?
It was pretty good. Today was, we was in pads today, just going over like third down and stuff like that. So that was really what today
how's
was.
Your body?
It feels straight. Body feels good. I found my little routine, so yeah, I try to do that every day. Come in early in the morning, take care of my body, staying late, doing the same thing. So just making sure I'm playing at my best level.
Well, man, y'all gotta, I don't know how the mood is up there going into this weekend, but I mean, your mentality has got to be the same when you first started growing up, the don't quit mentality. And actually, I tell people all the time, your story was really about perseverance.
Perseverance, a central theme in Michael Carter II's career path.
Darnold fires, and it is complete. No, incomplete. Good coverage by the rookie Michael Carter II.
A 5th-round pick in the 2021 draft, MC2 has risen to the top in a youthful defense.
Robert Saleh told us last night he thinks Michael Carter II will be special in that Jets secondary.
8 weeks into his rookie season, he's been one of the league's best rookie cornerbacks.
And he loses the ball at about the 11-yard line. There's a scramble for it, and the Jets may have it. They do.
Making an impact early is nothing new for Carter. He was a starter on defense by the end of his freshman season at Duke. By his senior year, he was a team captain.
This one intercepted down the sideline. Michael Carter.
But his football journey was never easy. In fact, it almost ended before it began.
I first started playing football when I was 9, and my first few experiences with the sport weren't the best experiences. The first practice, we went out there, full pad practice. It was probably like 2008. So, Oklahoma, all those, hidden drills are very much legal. And so, first hidden drill, I go up, I'm tackling, boom. I ended up making the tackle, but nobody taught me how to tackle. So I'm really just going in there trying to bring the dude down all high and stuff like that. He puts his helmet right in my chest, knocks the wind out of me. I start crying, take all my stuff off my helmet, my pads. Thankfully, my dad brought me to practice that day, and so I definitely can give credit to him while I'm still playing the sport today, because I went over to the side, had all my stuff off, thinking, all right, I'm done. And my dad looked at me, I stopped crying and all that stuff, and he looked at me and he was like, you feel better? Like, you feel good? Like, you ready? And then I was like, yeah, I feel all right. And then he was like, all right, put your stuff back on, go back out there. And I learned like a valuable lesson, never quit. And he told me that, after this season, if you don't want to play football anymore, we can just play baseball. But you're going to finish out the season because we don't quit. That's not something we do. And, I guess the rest is history at that point.
The worst thing you can do is let a kid at that age feel like it's okay to just give up and quit when things get tough. I just told him the story, man, how, I said, Mike looked at me like I was crazy. I was like, no, you ain't got to play next year, but you're not quitting. We're not quitting this year. 1, I don't pay the money. And 2, that ain't something we do. We're not quitting. So you're going to have to get through this season. However much it hurts, You got to get through it. And next year, if you don't want to play, then you don't have to play. Perseverance, man. You get through it. You'll be all right. So, yeah, man, that's it. Can't wait to get up there.
Yeah, man. Yeah, looking forward to seeing y'all.
All right, well, everything else all right. I think your mom and sister them, everybody just got home from getting your sister from school. And so I'm going to just get ready to cook.
All right, man.
All right, man. Love you.
Love you too.
All right, bye.
Bye-bye. The man that I am today, I am because of him and my mom. Just everything they've done for me, all the sacrifices, all the money and stuff that was put into getting me to this point. You know, I just definitely want to just continue to show them that, you know, it was all worth it. It's only right that I can give something back to them. You know, I'm glad I made them proud, so. You know, we're gonna face hard times, and that's life too. Football's a game, and so, you know, anything can happen at any given moment, and, you know, you could be really high and then really low at another end, but you can never get too high, you can never get too low. Just kind of got to remain even keel and steadfast in your pursuit of excellence and greatness and everything you're trying to accomplish. And what we're trying to build here as a team in New York. I think, you know, it's just a new week to go 1-0. Last week's got a sting. Man, we definitely got to learn from it. But at the same time, you know, we got this week to win and get better. We got a lot of veteran leadership that's been through good times and hard times, and, you know, they've definitely you know, given us insight as young guys into what it takes to be great and win in this league. And so when you know that, you know, the guy next to you is going as hard as he can to make sure that, you know, you got food on your plate to feed yourself and your family, you know, the fight you're gonna get for him is unwavering, and you're gonna do whatever you can and whatever it takes to make sure you allow him to play his best and play as fast as he can, and ultimately just building that trust within each other helps all that come together. But the fight is there, and the willingness to fight is there. We just got to have that when you know, if we get hit back, we got to be able to face that and persevere through that and continue to fight back and win.
While the road to the NFL can take a turn on a moment's notice, finding the words to guide you allows the vision to stay clear.
Go.
Ooh. When I got hurt, this verse from Romans 8:28, you know, it's a very popular verse. Many people know it, but it was really kind of like my anchor scripture for, you know, having purpose through the adversity and everything that I was going through. And, you know, I don't believe by any means, you know, when I got hurt that it was God causing me to get hurt or anything, but I just know his character and who he is. And, you know, even with everything that we go through, he's able to take a mess and make it into a beautiful situation. And so this verse, it reads, "And we know that for those who love God, all things work together for the good, for those who are called according to his purpose." And that's Romans 8:28.
You gotta get a good smile. Okay, take this, not my hand. Okay.
Let's see that smile, beloved.
You can do this.
Her name is Eden Nadine Hall. The middle name, it comes after my mom. So my mom, she passed away when I was younger, when I was 5th grade going to 6th grade. So we wanted to honor her with that. But yeah, everything that her name means, it's full of purpose. You know, it's like, you know, she's our little taste of heaven on earth. And so that's, currently she has a lot to say about that. There it is. Hey, Eden.
I I would say that Bryce is very gentle. I always joke about this because like when people watch him play football and they know him off the field, they're like, what the heck? Like I didn't think that was, going to come out of Bryce, because he's very just like gentle and soft and like kind and very patient, I'd say. But I would say he's also very particular about like how he wants to do things. Like if he puts a diaper on, it has to be like 100% perfect, whereas I'm like, slap it on, get going, which I think translates also to how he plays football. He wants to have everything like as best as it can be. So I think it's interesting to me because it's like I see little bits of both, when he parents and then when he plays. But yeah, he's very gentle and very patient, I would say, and kind. Yeah.
It really puts in perspective like what your priorities are, like what's really important at the end of the day. I come home to this little gift and it's like you never really can have a bad day. She don't know nothing about football. She don't know nothing about what I was doing or whatever happened. She just come home and she just there to be loved on. So that's a nice little treasure that I have just with having her.
For second-year cornerback Bryce Hall, perspective is everything. Just a year before hearing his name called as a fifth-round selection, Hall was on the fast track to being a first-round pick.
Just how I see myself, what I believe that I can accomplish, and my faith that if I do my best that, the Lord will take care of the rest.
Dare you to challenge us. Ha! You can't stop me.
Hall got under it and picked it. Taken down. Driven back that time by Bryce Hall. Picked off by Bryce Hall.
At the end of the day, I can't control, a lot of things, but I can control my preparation. I can't control my effort. I can't control how I carry myself each and every day. And if I do those well to the best of my abilities, I just believe, the results will take care of itself.
After leading the nation in pass breakups as a junior, the decision to turn pro wasn't the obvious choice for Hall.
At the end of the day, I really wanted to make the best decision for me and my future, and so I really prayed on it, and I felt like God had put it on my heart to come back. I felt like He was saying, the NFL is going to be there, but there's some more things that I want you to learn and grow into before you go to that next level. I feel like it was the best decision I ever made. I grew so much as a person, so much as a leader. I met my wife. I got a little one now, and so I'm super thankful that I decided to come back. But that was really what went into it. I felt on my heart that, the Lord was calling me to come back for something more.
On a Friday night in October of his senior season, a special teams play against Miami changed everything.
I remember it was funny because we needed a big return. A lot of people that don't know much about special teams, it's one play for a huge chunk of land, and it has a huge difference on, winning and losing games because of that field position. And so there was a guy that kept on getting down to the field like scot-free. And I told the coach, I was like, let me guard him because he keeps getting free and we need a big return. So if I take him and I hem him up, then we'll have a big return. And so coach let me go on to the guy. As I was playing him, like I was in really good position, but because I was guarding him so well, like my back was to the returner.
Billy Kemp will cut it upfield. Kemp has got room now across the 40 and the 45. A nice return.
Somebody just fell or rolled up on my ankle. Next thing I know, you know, I'm looking down at my ankle and it's pointed the opposite way. And I knew, you know, that wasn't good.
And Bryce Hall is hurt. And that's not good for Virginia because Bryce Hall is one of their very best players.
You know, the people, they rushed out to the field, put an air cast on. And I really remember in that moment because, you know, there was a lot of things that was going through my head. You know, I felt like God had told me to come back. And I was like, man, you know, this happens, like, why this, why that?
He's got the whole world in his hands.
What is it you're trying to do through this experience?
He's got the whole wide world in his hands.
I know you're going to work things out to the good. I know it wasn't by accident I'm coming back.
He's got the whole
I generally wasn't like in a state of depression. I wasn't angry. I wasn't mad. I was just kind of wondering, like,
he's got the whole world in his hands.
What's the purpose in all of this?
Yeah, this is a quality young man. A tremendous character, self-made, has worked himself into the player that he is and that he will be in the future.
Kyu Lewis is projected by many, I don't know how you feel about him, but by many to be a first-round type player.
He's extremely skilled.
Still believe that, you know, everything that I wanted to, you know, my dreams of playing in the NFL, like it was all in front of me. I just felt like it was just preparing me for what I'm stepping into now. And I still believe that, you know, I could still accomplish everything. I didn't worry about my future being jeopardized in the NFL. I believe that, you know, I would still get an opportunity and a shot.
He's got the whole world in his.
It's the Jets.
I think honestly he handled himself with like so much poise, you know, when he got hurt, and obviously like everyone knew, okay, this is a season-ending injury. When you caught it off with a cast on your ankle, you looked at him and it didn't even like faze him, you know, even though, you know, I'm sure like internally, like, yeah, there was a lot of battling that was going on, but like externally, like to the rest of the world, it wasn't like he was crumbling, you know, he just realized, okay, this is part of life and I can come back from that, you know, and I just have to put the work in. And so I would say like poise really is what I saw from him during that time.
I think my experience and my message to everybody else, and it's being talked about already, is just, you know, believing even before we see it and keep being faithful in the little things, what we're doing. And I think when we hold that belief and we hold that faith, things will start to turn around.
Happy Halloween on a spectacular day for football here at MetLife Stadium. And hopefully it will be an entertaining one that we will bring you today. We shall see.
I ain't got too much to say. The message is simple. The message is very simple. It don't matter what uniform we got on. It don't matter who across that football field. Today is about you against you. You versus you. All I need is y'all best. Do your job, and the results gonna play for themselves. All right, family on three. 1, 2, 3. Hey.
After electing to receive the opening kickoff, Mike White and the Jets took the field, looking to make a statement on the first drive of the game.
And if I'm Mike White, I love the fact that they won the toss and they chose to take the ball.
Here comes White, and he has got the receiver wide open. Denzel Mims down the sideline.
2nd and 7 at the Bengals 29. White back to throw, swings it left, caught wide open, left sideline. Here's Jones. He's inside the 20, down inside the 15-yard line.
It's off to Carter. Blocked here by Kraft. Into the end zone. A Jets touchdown on the game-opening drive.
And that's a nice opening drive for the Jets. 10 plays, 75 yards, 6 minutes and 22 seconds.
With the Bengals on the cusp of tying the game early,
Hudson gets a block from Hubbard, takes it inside the 5, down at the 1.
the Jets defense was looking to slam the door against one of the league's most explosive attacks.
Nixon, who stoned.
It'll be 2nd down and goal at the 2 for Cincinnati. Another handoff to Mixon, up the middle. He's going nowhere. He might have lost another yard. Michael Carter led the charge along with Marcus May.
Jamar Chase, 1-on-1 on the outside.
3rd and goal.
Throws, ends off for Chase. Inside the front left pylon. He lost it. Brandon Echols closed ground to help defend. Crowd thundering on 4th and goal from the 3-yard line for Cincinnati. Burrow in the shotgun. Grabbed around the waist. Sacked! All the way back to the 15-yard line by Quinnen Williams. The Jets with a goal line stand.
As Cincinnati fought back with 17 unanswered points,
And caught by Chase, touchdown.
the Jets were in need of a drive to stay within striking distance before halftime.
And Carter, chased by Logan Wilson and knocked out of bounds. It's out to Johnson. He finds a gap. Inside the 30, brought down by Hilton. White. What a grab by Cole!
The runner did not maintain contact when he hit the ground. The ball came loose. Therefore, it is an incomplete pass.
Mike White. A lot of pressure. And it was caught for the touchdown, they signaled, by Berrios.
The NFL is a war of attrition.
Davis, he's in for 6. 8-yard touchdown pass.
It's the best of the best, battling to be the last standing at the end.
A terrific play by Bryce Hall.
If you're going to stop these teams, you have to stop what they do well. And the Jets did. They stopped what they do well, throwing it to that guy.
He takes the snap, drops back, looks left, looks over the middle, scrambles out to the right, fires back right corner of the end zone. Tyler Boyd's got it. Touchdown. And Marty, there is the killer touchdown for the Bengals.
In this league, and I refuse to believe otherwise, these men play their tails off. They go to work and they have a lot of pride.
I think when we hold that belief and we hold that faith, things will start to turn around.
Back to his check down to the right, wide open Carter, outside of the 40, at the 50-yard line. And scrambles forward for even a few more yards. Ty Johnson steps out at the 2-yard line. First and goal, Jets with 4:35 to go.
I think he got in.
After review, the runner did not step out of bounds. It is a touchdown.
Defensive play. To the end zone. They got the lead. Touchdown, Tyler Kroft, a former Bengal.
White takes the snap, gives to Moore. It's a reverse. Mike White wide open.
They got the 2 to the quarterback, White.
Mike White! Mike White!
Here they come. Down he goes. Hit on the play by Sheldon Rankins. And the smiles on the Jet sideline.
Yes, you said it. Something got to give, baby. Something got to give. You said it. Appreciate you. Yeah, Rube. Hey, that's it. Keep going. Keep it going. Start getting used to it. You feel me, Rube?
Let's go to the phones. Ira in Staten Island starts us off here on the Jets Fifth Quarter Show. Ira, how are you?
Oh, great this afternoon. I tell you, this was one of the most enjoyable Jet games. Kudos to everybody, the coaching staff, the players, everybody.
From the opening bell to the last part, they outplayed the Bengals.
The path to excellence is unachievable without courage. It takes an unwavering belief in yourself, in your teammates, in your collective mission.
All right, listen. But listen, guys, y'all fought your asses off. That was awesome. That was absolutely awesome. I just got one freaking game ball. 405 yards passing, 3 touchdowns.
I really appreciate everybody in this room for not flinching and trusting in me and all my teammates. We just did out there and executed. That's all it was. That's all it was. Let's break it down. Hey, enjoy this one, boys. Enjoy this one. Hey, family on 3. 1, 2, 3, family.
Hey, real quick. Hey, y'all. May said this shit gotta change, bro. It's gotta change. This starts today, bro. We said that shit off right. We said we gotta take that shit. Took that bitch, man. Tonight, bro. This already fucking Tuesday. The game is here. It's here. We gotta set a new standard, bro. You know what that feel like. Carry this, bro. Let's start the momentum. Let's start our own train. Let's go, man.
There's courage in all of us, on tap at a moment's notice. It's challenging to define, yet easy to recognize. It's standing tall in the face of adversity. Standing out in a crowd of doubt. It's perseverance. Blood, sweat, and tears. In a week-to-week league, history is written by the courageous. And the best part? You never know where you'll find it.